If you want your children to realize their worth, then single moms and dads, you've got to realize your worth first. It really starts with you. Now let's talk about some of the biggest mistakes that single parents make. Even though they want healthy, fabulous kids, but they lose their balance, don't they? You talked about that guilt factor, and yet they need to put their kids first. And I mean, that's a hard seesaw.
Yeah, you know, she's got to respect herself, and she has to command the respect of the kids. And just a sidebar, any single mom who's raising a son, you represent to your son what women are all about. And that's why you don't take any guff from little Buford or his brother Fletcher, ever, okay? But, you know, you just feel inundated, depending upon the circumstances. I mean, your husband leaves you for another woman. I mean, how do you feel about yourself, you know?
Yeah, garbage.
And then lots of times in anger or in haste, a lady says, all right, we're out of here. We're going to move. Yeah. I mean, you know, you take a turkey breastbone, you know, at Thanksgiving time and you pull on it.
Right.
We were kids, we used to do that. That's how kids feel with divorce. Now you're going to pick them up and move them?
Yeah, but that's the
mistake.
second one. That's the big changes, right?
Yes.
But the balance has to be, I, as a single parent, I have to stay healthy myself.
Right.
Or else I can't keep my family healthy.
That's right.
And all the problems between me and my ex, or me and the person who took advantage of me and ran whether we were married or not, all those people, you got to realize that I have to protect my kids from the inundation of stuff coming at me, so they can't be my counselors or my confidants. I have to keep balance for me first so I can care for my kids properly. Now let's go to the second one, though.
Dave, it's like it's on the plane. You know, if you're traveling with a youngster, put the mask on yourself first.
Don your own mask before you help someone else.
I want to hear one or two practical ways to do that, because you're talking about that's maturity, because I'm inundated with all the stuff going on.
She's got the ankle biter battalion if she's got little ones, or the hormone group that are rolling their eyes, you know.
Right.
You know, pulling on her. You ask an 11-year-old to clean their room. Again, it's not a hotel, it's a home. Everybody gives back. So when the 11-year-old doesn't clean their room, no warnings, this comes right out of Have a New Kid by Friday, by the way, no warnings, hire the 9-year-old to go in and do it for her. Now, when she finds out her little sister was even in her room, she's not going to like it. When she learns she lost a few dollars out of her allowance, and people are saying, oh, wait a minute, where's the mommy getting the money for an allowance? You spend money on kids anyway.
Okay, good. So, I got a practical tip, too. But basically, you know how we have to give a kid a timeout? Sometimes you got to say, hey, listen, mommy needs a timeout here. You can create space even in the confusion of your own home by just giving yourself those kind of words.
I like that,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
You know, if you listen to all the experts that show up on Oprah, etc., they'll say, oh, I know the problem here. You need to get in touch with your feelings. If you get in touch with your feelings, you know the right thing to do. If you're a single parent and you get in touch with your feelings, you're going to change your kid's name to Isaac and try to kill him on the spot. Not a good idea. So one of the best suggestions I give to single parents all the time, I don't care if this guy that left you is a slime ball. You are not going to badmouth him under any circumstance.
You talk about that all the time.
All it does is it makes your kids be suspect of you. Because, first of all, it is their dad or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It could be their mom.
They're going to defend them.
That's right. And even though they're defending only 5% of them that's worth anything, that's what they hang on to. And so I always tell single parents, love that person as best you can, respect them, forgive them, let it go, because the healthier you have an attitude towards them, the more your kids will feel at peace with you. Look, at the last myth I just want to touch on before we run is the fact that be careful about jumping into relationships early.
Oh.
It doesn't satisfy things. Well, just get another person in your world, okay? You got to get healthy first, okay? You got to make sure that you're dealing with quality, because you had what wasn't quality already. You need to learn from this, and don't be in a hurry, right?
The average marriage lasts 7 years. You'll have 1.9 children. The last thing a single mommy needs in life is a man. That is absolutely the last thing. If the kids are grown up and out of the house, then if it comes your way, so be it.
Okay, again, though, that's easy to say, but it's hard, because you're talking about a lonely woman. And it's easy to turn to a man, but before you do that, give yourself the gift of time. Time to get healthy, time to get your head back to where it needs to be, time with your kids.
Because time brings stability. Stability is a gift to those kids as they go into the future.
And a gift to yourself.
Yeah.
That single mom is like a 15-year-old girl. She's emotionally hurt. Some guy comes along and pays her attention, and he's a loser of the year. you'd be surprised how many women will fall because here's this man that's going to give her physical comfort.
So ladies, listen, listen, listen. You've got to get healthy first. Just don't jump into another relationship. Stay with us. We've got so much more for you.